It's the middle of the summer, but our preparation for the 2024 draft at Elite Prospects is already starting. It's early, yes, but this next class seems pretty exciting overall. It doesn't seem to contain as many high-end forwards, although there are a few who are extremely talented, but this class has a lot of potential impactful defensemen who could develop into at least top 4 players for your NHL team. In this video, we will look at 10 exciting prospects from the class, starting with the projected first overall pick, Macklin Celebrini. Celebrini is not a lock for that top spot. He does have some challengers, but he's the most likely candidate. He plays the center position and dominated the USHL last season as a young 16-year-old, scoring 86 points in 50 games for the Chicago Steel. He's fast, elusive, and smart, and he's a true triple threat forward. He can dangle, make plays for teammates, and score. He does his best work off the rush with his crossovers, deceptive moves, and passing plays, and he's also very good at finding space in the offensive zone and at creating plays there. It's highly likely that even in the NCAA next season, he will continue to dominate some games. He's just that skilled.
Seen some goofy things like that this year as Perron, extra effort Harvey in tight, Celebrini fakes it, scores! Celebrini passes to himself and he'll go right, curtail Harvey. Little give and go as Perron was looking and Harvey kept playing. Down low to Celebrini, scores!
I'm going to have to fight a slight bias for Adam Jiricek this season. He's the younger brother of David Jiricek, who I really loved in his draft year. Their playstyles are very similar, except Adam looks slightly better as a prospect. He's just as aggressive and confident offensively, but he moves better than his brother did at the same age, which means he's more capable of eluding opponents at the line and pulling off his feints. He activates into the play all the time, and he's a very effective puck mover. And on top of that, he puts in the effort defensively. That facet of his game needs a bit more work, however. That's what we will monitor during the season.
Kost, down low front, wide open chance, and they score! Jiricek in the slot, takes the feed, and beats the goaltender glove side.
Everyone is going to fall in love with Demidov's playstyle this season. Again, it's early, but there's a high chance that he remains the most exciting prospect available in the draft. He plays at a high pace all the time, and while his skating mechanics are a bit unusual, he's naturally explosive and quick, on top of being deceptive and clever. He's one of those prospects who anticipates the play 2 or 3 moves ahead and positions perfectly to support it, and he has the ability to execute even his most creative ideas. He can get off the wall with the puck, beat defenders one-on-one off the rush, and make plays from anywhere in the offensive zone.
4-0 lead. Chiefs with a puck. Catton in that Tri-City end. Catton hangs on to the puck. Right circle, a one-timer, loose and scored.
Berkly Catton is another fast, exciting player. While he might not develop the high-end creative thinking of Celebrini and Demidov, he can create with his speed off the rush, move defenders around, and even manipulate them with his skating patterns.
Luka, here comes Catton. Catton making a move up the right side. Backhander shoots and scores!
He's very elusive in the offensive zone and uses his teammates constantly. When he can't move around defenders with his speed, he creates a lot of give and goes that work just as well. His motor would probably remain one of the best in the draft. Scouts will love his pace of play. Zayne Parekh processes the game fast. He finds instant solutions to defensive pressure with his skating and passing game, and he constantly participates in the offensive play.
He's in all alone and he scores! The rookie puts the spirit back in front, 4-on-4, it's 2-1, Saginaw here in Flint.
He rarely stops moving, and he has the agility to escape almost anyone in the OHL, and to rapidly close on attackers defensively. He's dynamic, sees plays that few do, and can improvise on the fly with his many different skills. We anticipate that he will become an effective defensive player in his draft year too.
Second period here, Herman Hits and company time a goal, and here comes Zayne Parekh, he scores! Zayne Parekh, just 12 seconds!
Cole Eiserman can score from anywhere. He can beat goalies from a distance with various types of shots, and also slam pucks in around the net. But his best skill at this stage is getting open.
Norway desperate to clear, they cannot. Will Vogt puts it in front. Eiserman, wrist shot, score! 4 on the board for Cole Eiserman. What a game!
In the center, scores!
Coincidentals opens up a little bit of ice. 4-on-4 hockey right now. Now they dangle this one all the way back down the far side. They work it back inside. Nice play to come in. Takes a huge shot and scores. What a goal. What a shot. Wide open on the far side. They just exploded inside the zone.
And how about another? This time it's Eiserman for him.
He's at his best when he can move the puck quickly to teammates and position himself in great spots to get it back and shoot. He anticipates pockets of space and knows where and how to move off the rush to get shooting opportunities. He's going to score a lot of goals next season, that's for sure. He doesn't need to become a high-end playmaker to be drafted high at the draft, but developing that aspect of his game will help him cement his spot in the top 5.
The right wing side, pass across, feed, scores!
Konsta Helenius spent the last season mostly in Liga, where he showed he could play a strong two-way game as a 16-year-old versus professionals. That's very impressive. He cared about the defensive game and tried his hardest to be in the right position at the right time. He passed the puck well in transition too. But his offensive game was overall more limited at this level, which is normal at his age. When he played against his peers, his playmaking resurfaced. He showed he could manipulate opponents, open plays for teammates, and create scoring chances for himself with his skating by taking the puck to the inside part of the ice. Next season, with a year of professional experience under his belt, we hope that he shows his offensive abilities in Liga even more. Artyom Levshunov is one of the most interesting defensemen available in the 2024 draft. He's 6'2" and has a pretty sound skating posture already at his age. What he does best is activate into the play.
And one out to Levshunov. Sebastian, side of the net, Van Tassel. Here it comes out, Levshunov ties it!
He anticipates offensive zone rotations and jumps in the right spot to get the puck and make a play. His defensive game improved during his pre-draft USHL season, and we sometimes saw him fake defenders to beat them one-on-one at the point and set up teammates. He's going to play his draft year in the NCAA. The competition will be hard for him, but he has the tools to adapt faster than most.
Levshunov sends it over, Sebastian, shot to goal!
Aron Kiviharju has been projected as a top talent for this draft for a couple of years now. He's an exceptional puck mover who can fake defenders in a number of ways on breakouts with feints, spins, quick passes, and by using the net as an obstacle. On the back wall of the defensive zone, he's very creative with the puck, but at this stage, his playmaking game in the offensive zone isn't as strong. Kiviharju has to show that he can set up plays just as well at the offensive line if he wants to remain a top 10 talent in this draft. And also that he can defend at a good level too.
Over the bright lights of Broadway, he's since moved on a couple of times, Dallas. And there's Kiviharju, he centers and they score again. Yeah.
Lane Hutson paved the way for his younger brother with how he performed in college. Cole will have a bit of an easier time convincing scouts of his NHL potential, especially because he projects to become a slightly better skater, at least in terms of output, than his brother. Cole pulls off the same one-on-one feints at the offensive line, he can carry pucks across zones, and shut down opponents in transition. At this stage, Cole's game seems a bit more refined in certain ways at the same age than his brothers, and that should be exciting.
Hutson on the puck in his own zone. Hutson weaves in, throws it across, wrist shot, Smith. And the United...
Of course, the season hasn't even really started yet. Some of these players will fall down our list and others will emerge. But you will probably see the same players mentioned here on our first list that's coming out over the next few weeks. Like always, don't forget to like and subscribe to not miss our next videos. And to check out epringside.com if you want more prospects coverage.
As right now Cheetah zigzags over the Rough Rider neutral zone. Cheetah Celebrini dancing in. Cheetah through the defense. He scores! Cheetah Celebrini! Are you kidding me?